Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Creed 3 has finally been released, and there's been a lot of questions that Edward and I have raised about how it's going to be with Stallone's absence. Is it still going to live up to the previous Creed and Rocky movies? And we know this is about a personal story with Michael B. Jordan, but how is it going to translate to the screen? But I was pretty blown away from this movie. This was, for me, at least the most emotional Creed movie, and it is a bit different than the previous ones. I would say that this is not really a boxing movie. It has boxing in it, but it's not really its focus as it has been for the previous movies. And to do with the tone, like for the previous Creed movies, whenever it has a low point, it is quickly followed up with like a montage and then another high point, then a low point, then the climax. For this movie, it keeps hitting you with emotional punches until the final fight of this movie, and it was well done. I really enjoyed this movie.
I liked it too. I will say this, I did miss Rocky. I missed him a lot. I'm a big fan and I missed him. I thought that there were moments where Adonis could have used a word of Rocky, just a phone call, a letter, something in that way. And I also
I agree.
feel that it's disrespectful to have not even mentioned him. I mean, I could have even done with a scene where Adonis is with his wife and she asks him about Rocky and he's like, "Oh, he's doing all right." Something to that nature. But just never mention him. It's almost to me, it's almost like if Adonis doesn't care about a person who was a dear friend of his dad's and then a mentor to him. That's what it feels like to me. But aside from that, it's a very enjoyable movie. I really had fun with it, and Michael does a fantastic job as first-time director. And the fight scenes for me are very different from anything we've seen or I've seen in any boxing movie. So here,
Yeah.
yeah, you get to see great punches, but it's I don't know, man. I don't know
It's
how to
the
describe this. It's
cinematography. The cinematography in this movie was fantastic and it was a lot more than you would expect from a boxing movie. Like the
yeah,
fights were, like Ed was saying, they were just really well done, and especially the last fight, that was the best one out of any of the Rocky or Creed movies.
yeah. It's almost impossible for me to describe what I felt when I was watching the boxing scenes because it's almost like, yeah, you see great punches, but you also go, I don't know, like a spider sense type of thing. Like you're seeing, I don't know how to describe it. It sounds weird as balls, but like to me, it's almost as if you can feel and see what the boxer's thinking next before he makes his next move, something like that. I don't know. That's weird as hell to describe, but it's very different from anything I've seen in a fight movie or a boxing movie, and I like that. I think Michael did a great job as a first-time director. I think the movie is very emotional. I think that the rival this time is something we didn't expect. Yeah, fans were calling for, another ex Rocky, ex Creed villain, and no, this is a completely new villain, something out of Adonis's past, and it twisted it on us. It brought something new.
Jonathan Majors is doing fantastic for himself. He's an amazing actor, and him and Michael were both fantastic in this movie. The acting in this movie, as in the other Creed movies, were fantastic. Michael, Tessa, Jonathan, they did fantastic jobs, and they really did bring these characters to life. That's like even like when you see Michael B. Jordan in like acting as Killmonger, it's a bit difficult to also not see the Adonis in him just because of how close these actors are becoming with these characters.
I agree. When I'm watching this film, I'm watching Adonis Creed, and when he's up on screen, I forget that he's an actor, that he's a director. I love the dynamic between him and his wife, his family, that he's semi-retire. He's a promoter. He's doing very well for himself and holding up that Creed name high.
As Edward said earlier, this is Michael B. Jordan's first film he directed. He did a spectacular job. This movie is top quality, and it really does do a great job continuing the Creed franchise. And Michael B. Jordan has confirmed that the fourth one is in the works, and so I'm excited to see what they come up with next.
Can't wait.
Thank you guys for watching. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know in the comments what you think about this movie.
Maybe in the fourth one we're getting Clubber Lane.